Wow.
You think we're assholes?
I'm just not gonna walk further that way. I'm gonna start walking back to the car after I look for a few more rocks, but that definitely was not a little bit horrifying now that I know it's not him. Stand. And I hadn't told anyone aside just because I was like, I'm fucking tripping, like I'm crazy. But we went like one night camp for Tech's birthday, and also like I haven't left the house much since it's like I don't feel social either. Like I do not want to go anywhere. I'm happy here mostly, as long as I go outside for get fresh air. But I told her like, you know, like we're camping and stuff, and like when we're sitting there stargazing, tell me why I hear like a growl. Like it was like it was a little bit creepy to me, and my heart did start beating fast. And Tech is like deaf. He kind of deaf. Like he can never hear things and certain things that where life gets crazy. I'm like, did you hear that? And he's like, no. We were camping and like we're stargazing, so like everything was off. I think the fireplace was off already. So like Usagi was next to me on like this little like floor cot thing. And I heard it multiple times. And at first, like at some point, and even after, I was like, oh, it's probably Usagi, like when her paw scratches like the cot or she moves around, like I'm like, maybe I heard just that. But it was not. But I told myself that it was probably that, so I wouldn't like start tripping out. But I was tripping. I heard like a weird growl, and I was just like, oh, like what the fuck? And I let it go the first time. And like by the third time I heard this growl, I made Tech get up, and I was like, I think I was like shaking a little because I was getting really stressed out. Also because I have my dog with me. So I guess I didn't save the rest of the video, so I got this really quick video and recap the missing storyline to this. But so I asked Tech to get up, and then with our phones, because I have flashlights in my car trunk, and also my knife was in my car. Like I didn't have anything with me. We were not far from my car, but like if something attacked us, we were far from the car by the time we went up the little hill and stuff. So I heard it, and by that time I was panicking, and I asked him like, hey, like you need to get up, like you need to get up, flash your phone light and stuff, flash something around the woods, like just stand right here and like flash around. Like I want to also like look around, even though I was sitting down the whole time. I was freaking out a little. So he gets up, he starts like to flash the light around. He doesn't see anything. I low-key I wasn't sure if I trust his judgment on not seeing something, but I didn't really see anything from where I was sitting either, so I was just like, okay, low-key, if it was me, I think I would have walked a little, like at least 10 to 20 feet away from where we were to make sure that there was nothing. But I was just like I was just like, you know, like maybe I am tripping the fuck out, and I'm just happened to hear this sound multiple times. And also because my dog was with me, I think that's why I was panicking more, because I was like, what if something takes my dog? Like, I will probably fight a bear or a mountain lion for my dog. Like, I'll probably die with my dog. So he gets up, he checks, there's nothing. The weird thing is, I think before he got up, I did like turn my phone flashlight on and like flashed across the river, which didn't seem deep where we were. And also because my dog kept looking like a specific direction, and whenever I did turn like my flashlight on and like looked around, my dog was like looking for something. Like from sitting down on her cot, she was like staring for something. Like she was just like whichever way I flashed the light, she was like, it looked like she was like really trying to find something. Like she knew there was something there, And I tried not to like think of it that way, but then when I kept hearing the roars and like it was not just like a roar, it was like a big cat maybe. And the worst part was that it sounded at first like a growl or like a roar, but then to me it sounded aggressive. Like I swear I heard like a little paw thing. I don't know if you guys like big cats where they're like they do their big cat sound and they're like 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 they're trying to like scare you off or something. But there was nothing there, right? Like no eye reflection of no animal or nothing. And then I'm like listening to this podcast that I was like, oh, the Kern River monster, haha. And then I was just like the whole time I'm just like that sounds, and it was like a 2007 I think when the podcast like well, not the podcast is recent but the person telling their story was from 2007, and I'm just sitting there like bitch like that is like the roar that I heard, but like it sounded like maybe a mountain lion but also not, like something sounded off about it. I also had like night vision binoculars, so like I believe I got, it was hard to see through it, like it was so dark that I felt like it could have recorded more anywhere that's not that dark. And I'm used to like recording satellites sometimes, and I don't really post those. Maybe I'll make a compilation called like satellites or whatever the fuck. Pretty sure I recorded a UFO because it was like doing some weird shit and it was really fast. And I recorded like a few orbs, like ghost or like spirit orbs, which I never. I have a hard time like recording things like that. But with the binoculars, it was like whoa, like it was really clear. I did post that, and then my thought was just like, oh, like I did start thinking like how many people have died on this river and stuff. But I was just like, well, I'm not getting the river, so who cares? But I was also like kind of like people's spirits just linger here probably and stuff. Anyways, I was listening to this podcast and now I'm just like, bitch, what the fuck? And also like I forgot about like I'm like super into cryptids and stuff, but like my brain was just like relaxed because for the most part until I started hearing weird shit. But it wasn't until we were sleeping or like went to bed that like I was like I forgot Bigfoot existed, maybe, and stuff like that. And in my head I was like, man, if I heard something that was like I know that's Bigfoot, I'd be like, get the fuck up, we're getting the fuck out of here. And then hearing this one podcast, I was just like, what if that was Bigfoot? Or what if that was something that could not be explained? Hopefully it was just a mountain lion that did not attack us, but something was weird about it. And like, it also felt kind of eerie and stuff. So like I was just kind of like, I was a little uncomfortable, but I was like, why don't we stay here for one night? And now I'm just like, well,